No. Got some of that goopy. Yeah, I should have grabbed the bottle. Oh, nice. This is the goods too.
Stuff is strong, man.
It is. Pop too much out. Let me wipe it on the other bait. Woo! Freaking A. Thank you, brother. First cast, Bass Dynasty. Watch it happen. What is it about this stretch that you like versus like starting where the grass is?
It's like a nice drop off.
So there is a hole here, huh?
Yeah. This whole stretch is it's just finding where they're sitting, you know.
Have you seen that castable like fish finder?
Yeah.
They sent me one.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
Nice.
Like this would be perfect for that. Like we can map this whole thing.
Yeah.
In like an hour.
That's what I did. I took my book.
Oh, come on, Oliver. That's an 0 for 2, man. Morning. Oh, your boy's finally on. Look at this giant. That's classic. That's such a cool fish, man. I haven't seen you in 10 years, homie. What's up? A little dinker. Now, the one thing about these spotted sand bass, 'cause that's what they are, they got some gnarly little teeth on them. Come on. Look at this guy. All right. Dope. What's up, man? Your boy's on the board.
That's right.
Good morning, everybody. You guys are looking at Southern California new OG and legend. Introduce yourself, sir.
And
Oh gosh.
Steven, originally from the IE, but now
Relocated.
relocated in Long Beach, California.
Okay.
Out here in Los Alamitos Bay, just chilling with my boy Ollie.
Having a good time. We got a couple
Yeah.
little dinkers to start the morning, huh?
That's right.
Nice, man.
Let's do this, baby.
Yeah. What are we after today?
Spotted bay bass.
Okay.
Maybe a halibut. See.
Nice. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be a curveball.
That would be a curveball.
So
That's good times.
let's do this.
Max.
Wow.
Okay, which is about what it is here
Yeah.
for, you know, what, 20 boats?
Yeah.
So first place here, you get maybe $2,000,
Yeah.
maybe, which is a pretty terrible investment if
Yeah.
you think about it. Out there, one-day event, and because like I'm Ranger Cup certified and I have like I'm eligible for all the different contingencies like through Mercury Marine and stuff, like first place would be like 49 grand. Like, huh?
Yeah.
Bro, I fished one with Troy Lidner like 3 years ago when I was out there. He's like, hey, I'm up here at Texoma. I got a FLW next week, but there's a Texas Team Trail this week. It's a one-day event. You want to come fish it? I'm like, all right. Dude, we went up there. I caught one swimbait fish, like a 5.5 pound largemouth on a hinkle shad. And he caught 2 squeaker smallies. It was tough, dude.
Yeah.
But I had so many giant smallmouth coming up on the hinkle, like nosing it and stuff. And that was really my first experience with big smallmouth and a big swimbait. And the way they get fired up, like if a largemouth did that, it's game on.
Yeah.
But the smallies just do it.
Yeah.
Like that's just like in their nature. And I didn't hook any of them. But dude, I mean, if we had caught those fish, we would have had like 25 pounds of smallmouth.
Wow.
Like, dude, they were giants.
And nothing follow up.
Gin clear. And he was flipping like all his smallmouth tricks on him. Like, nope. He got 2 little squeaker smallies on a tiny X-Wrap. And then one of them, I was like, dude, are you sure? Do you know what the minimum size is? You better check. And we thought it was 13 or 12.
Yeah.
And it ended up being 14, so we had to throw one back. So we were like, oh, dude, we freaking sucked ass. Like, we were so close, right? Like, we were right there. Like, we should have freaking won this thing and blah, blah, blah. And mind you, there's like 200-something boats.
Yeah.
And we come to the weigh-in, it's like, dude, where's everybody at? This is weird. So I was like, we're taking pictures and we're laughing. Like, oh, we sucked it up. We go weigh in. Bro, we end up in 27th place. And because of all that contingency money stuff, bro, we won like $2,700. I'm like, we're just laughing. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, we caught 2 fish and won almost 3 grand, which was like first place back at home. Like, okay, I'll never fish a tournament at home again. It's literally worth it to drive there for a one-day tournament.
Wow.
Like, seriously. You know, and someone had like 16 pounds of smallies that day, and they won like fucking almost 50 grand, bro. And they have those like almost every week somewhere in that state. That's the biggest bass fishing market in the country.
Texas?
Yeah. You know, you got that whole Dallas area, you got Houston, which is more East Texas, like Louisiana border, like Sam Rayburn and Toledo.
Yeah.
Toledo Bend was the tournament today.
Wow.
And I cracked them the one time I went there. Cracked them, cranking. Like, all the locals were struggling because all they do is just a bunch of old timers dragging a Carolina rig on a hump or something, you know? So Dave was actually gonna go with me, and we were gonna go fish like that one, and then Rayburn's next month, and then they have another series called the Bass Champs, and I know one of the owners.
Tough part is just the drive, huh?
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
But I've done it so many times. Like, to me, like, my perspective's totally changed, right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't do this that much because it's like Long Beach and Newport used to seem so far from La Puente, you know? But now it's like, oh, Sacramento, I'll be there later today.
Yeah.
Like, no big deal. It's crazy how your perspective changes.
Dude, you're on that spotted bass bite, though.
I sure am, buddy. The saltwater kind. Yeah, those spotties bite really good in the winter. Look at that little giant. Whoa, whoa. Tiny Bass Dreams. Can you, there's no zoom on that, man, so. And I'm just kidding. Number 2.
This long arm it might look like at least a pound.
Right? Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. My bad. Didn't mean to do that. He's probably going to stick me, too. No, he found the water. We're good. Good. Not my most graceful release. What's that? Yeah.
Can you eat him?
I wouldn't.
Oh, just fun.
Yeah, we're just pulling on him and letting him go. Sweet. Now I just need one about 10 times bigger. I just love cranking rock.
Mm-hmm.
only time I've cranked, it's not from the boat, throwing up on the bank, just ripping those Normans.
Not fishing a $20 mega bass on this thing?
No. It's like those hooks will go like really fast. Got him. These things are cool. Swim time? Look how beautiful these things look. And 10 minutes later, you're still there. Just kidding.
It's like perfectly wedged down that rock. Like just out of reach. Like if I had an 8-foot rod, I might have a chance to push it off. Story of my life.
Hilarious.
I'm probably gonna break my tip.
Careful.
With Chinese engineering is in there. Good pass inspection. Oh, come on. You're totally on the rod there. How are you still stuck? Got it?
Got him. There you go, ladies and
That was
gentlemen.
a mission.
Persistent pays off.
A little patience, a little old man patience, and some persistence. Goes a long way.
And that is why throwing a mega bass in salt water. I would have went swimming for it for sure.
You know, just a couple of creative rock placements and...
That was pretty good though.
You like that?
I never thought of that. I never thought of that, but you know what? When I get stuck with a mega bass crank or jerk bait,
It was just that much out of reach.
oh brother.
Oh man, I definitely feel like I'm 12 again.
Oh, that was good. I was trying to hold myself from laughing the whole time.
Just let it go. Just let it go. It's all good. Please laugh at my expense. I'm glad I put 20 pounds on.
Yeah.
I figured these weren't too line shy.
No, they're not. Floral?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really more for the abrasion resistance, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing in rocks and...
You have to retie every time.
Alright.
Two. So what's the word, brother? What's going on? We had making a move here real quick. Run around, see if we can locate a better school of fish. What did we catch? Like 4, like 8-inch fish, maybe.
Yeah. Still fun though.
Absolutely.
I love this stuff, man. I mean, it's local. It's like kind of remind me of my bluegill days.
Right.
Running around and just enjoying the excitement of the bite, you know. Definitely not like throwing the big baits and just post it and finding the right time to go out, but this is just anytime I want to come out, it's finding just wet a line, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, right? Because like you're a trophy angler, and that's what you're kind of known for. But to switch gears and us come down with like light rods and pulling on these tiny little spotted bay bass, man, I still enjoy it like immensely.
Yeah.
Like people have always made fun of me because I probably have more fun catching mackerel than anything. You get me rolling on a good mackerel bite, you know, and it's game on, man.
Yeah.
And even just like that first bite I had, and they're small fish, but dude, it's something I haven't done in so long, but instantly brings you back to like where we came from.
Yeah.
Right? And people see you in your boat and throwing these big giant baits and catching these big fish, and people that aren't familiar with your story might be like, oh dude, that guy's privileged, right?
Yeah.
Like he's got money, they've got a boat, they've got this and that, but what people don't understand is like where you came from, your roots, the foundation. And that's why I'm hyped to like do this whole Back to the Roots series to show you guys exactly how we started. And you see like the dream machine, and it's like it seems so out of touch and unattainable, but I'm telling you guys, like, it's attainable if you work for it, if you go through and build your fishing off of the basics and, you know, and the fundamentals, and really create a solid foundation, man. Anything is possible. And you can be like this dude sticking giant stripers and those pesky teen largemouth while he's doing it, you know, on the big bait or whatever. It pays to be a good all-around fisherman, and this is one of the guys that's always been an incredible angler that I've looked up to, that was always catching them no matter what it was. And I've seen it my entire life, man. It's like, damn, that kid Stephen got another giant. Are you kidding me? Like, how's he doing it? With that ugly Z plug? That thing is ugly.
Come on now.
But Dude, that thing is fishy. I mean, obviously you've shown that, right? And that was one of those mental hurdles I had to get over as a youth. Like, man, like, how come they're not biting this pretty bait?
Yeah.
Not understanding that that Z-plug swims in a way that those fish just can't pass up, apparently. You know, just that experience.
Everything you do, it has to have a lot of love, man. That's the only way you can endure, you know, some of these really tough stretches. And throwing big baits or little baits for any type of species is just enjoying it, man. Just go back to your first love and just remember that first bite you had, you know.
Yeah, stay true to the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, now it's like you got social media, you got a lot of younger cats just coming up, and you know, sometimes it's cool to get these things on camera and share it, but don't forget that, you know, why you enjoy doing it, you know. And every cast is by faith. You know, you don't know when you're gonna stick that next big one, but always gotta be ready and prepared to handle any situation. And you know, starting with these little fish, these little bluegill, these little spotted bay bass, you know, you're using these light lines, and you know, and sometimes you hook a 2-3 pound spotted bay bass, which is really big, but you're on 6 pound test leader, and you know, they will rock you real quick.
That's why I got 12 and 20 on.
But yeah, it's just enjoying it, man, and just remembering that first bite you've had, and just or watching the excitement of somebody catching their personal best, and you just watch the love and the joy that comes out of that, and you know, you can't take that away. You know, those are the journeys that you just enjoy walking with, you know.
That's real, man.
So